Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! To the Peppies! Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Game and Frame broadcast. Once again, coming to you live from the Sousa Sports Complex in Central Islip. My name is Francis Argueta with you, just like yesterday, only this time is to bring you APSL soccer action. We have a good one headed your way. 5th place, Leros SC, and currently 2nd place, New York International FC. It's an important game in match week 4. A win would bring International back into 1st place, while Leros would go up to 3rd with 3 points. Leros enters undefeated so far. They have 1 win and 2 draws, latest of which came last week at Lansdowne Yonkers. So with a 0-0 score, they look to be the first team to hand International a loss. Joshua Adeyokun, as he's often done, is leading International to an impressive start. 6 goals for the forward, and he's scored in all 3 games. International has scored 3 goals in all 3 matches as well. We have 2 teams with a lot to play for early in the season. We may see someone get their first loss of the season today. Stick around to see who that will be next on Game and Frame. Teams take their sides, and we are just waiting for that whistle to get things rolling here on this beautiful Sunday evening on Long Island. There is a whistle, and you have soccer headed your way now on Game and Frame. It is Leros, it is International, and it is on its way to you now. Leros starts with the ball now with what we can call it gray and blue, facing New York International in their patented black and gold numbers. Once we have a break in action, we'll be able to give you the starting lineups. Leros looking to pull off a massive win early on in the season, keep their undefeated streak alive with 2 draws and a win. They look to make it 2-2 after today. And they start off with the action now. Number 12, Benji Jones puts in a ball into the box. Defense is to it first and get it away for International to start the offense of their own. Teasing run there by Sanusi Sangari, trying to get things going early. Gets answered too well by the defense of Leros. That break in action will allow us to get you the starting lineup, starting with Leros SC. Luis Hurtado is in net with the back 4 of Benji Jones, Leo Fola, Joel Cunningham, and Andrea Andreu. Ball is put up in a dangerous position, so we take a break to tell you what is going on. The left winger for International looking to put a ball into the box, chooses to put it inside instead. Tight space work here from International. Leros trying to get a foot in that, and they do recover possession to move their offense along. In midfield, it'll be Luis Argudo, Tony Gomez, and Bradley Nestor for Leros, as we have an action here in the box, and a shot with the first goal of the match. It goes to Leros. Couldn't even get the starting lineup out of the way before the first goal of the match. It is 2 minutes in, and Leros has an early 1-0 lead against current second place International. Leros has come to play. If there's one thing this game promised, it was going to be goals, and that proved to be the case. Just 2 minutes into the match, Leros takes the early lead, and International will now have to play from a deficit for the remainder of this match. Statement goal there for Leros to show that they are not playing around. If I'm not mistaken, that was Junior Rosero who put it into the back of the net. You blink and you miss it. Now International is looking to respond. We'll finish that lineup if we're able to. The front, it actually turns into a 4-4-2 with Sanusi Sangari playing in midfield with Luis Argudo, Tony Gomez, and Bradley Nestor. Men up top will be Junior Rosero and Gio Morales. And Leros is breathing on the neck of International anytime they touch the ball. They have once again recovered. International will play with the 4-3-3 with Jadea Gilden in nets, back 4 of Ross Holden, Ensa Sane, Hugo Howard, and Oscar Champanelli. Midfield consists of Ikram Husanov, and above him will be Sean Malloy and Byron Dia. Front 3 will be Yusuf Afif, Joshua Adeyokun, and Redwan Olawin. International is trying to get their feet warm here, get some rhythm going, but Leros is making it impossible to do so. Sanusi on the ball now, gives it away. That is number 15, Bradley Nestor, who recovers. And back to Andrea Andreu. Leros with the attack once again. Rosero was asking for the ball. Instead, they cut inside. Switch it over to the other side. Gio Morales now looking to find an opening. Defense was to that, and it goes to Nestor. Argudo. They look to pull a ball for Morales. Defense for International. Get to that one, and a foul is called against. International will get a free kick to work with. Leros showing high intensity to start this match. They mean business. A win today puts them in 3rd place with 4 games down. A win will also mean International's first defeat in 4 games. Cunningham drops it down. Still not out of the danger here. A foul is called against Nestor. It'll be a free kick for International to work with. Loud commands from International's bench, instructing everybody to get inside the box to put a header on this cross. Here comes that cross. It goes in. Leros is to it first. International looking to keep it in play, and they do. But right there was an important kick to force it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in International's way. This is Sean Malloy on the edge of the box, crossing it, but nobody is there. It'll be an easy goal kick for Luis Hurtado to take care of. International were in first place yesterday, but Hoboken FC's win earlier today lifted them to first place and International down to second. Benji. Leros' pressure up to this point is intense, and it is exactly what you need to bring to the table when you face this International squad. The Yokun leads them in goals scored. 6 goals on the season in just 3 games. Scored 1 last week, a hat trick the week prior, and 2 before then. Gio Morales looking to make a run inside the box. An important slide tackle there by the defense. Keeps it in bounds though. Morales with the cross into the box now. That is handled well by Jadea Gilden. And that sliding challenge ended up injuring the defender. I believe that is Oscar Champanelli, who will need some more time to recover. But the intervention was very important because Morales could have made it too. We'll take this time to tell you that today's Game and Frame broadcast is brought to you by Petrobax, your gateway to Spain and Portugal. From unforgettable vacations to exclusive soccer group trips, Petrobax gets you closer to the action, the culture, and the biggest teams on the Iberian Peninsula. Visit Petrobax.com and start planning your dream trip today. Champanelli is able to get back to his feet and resume play as International give it away right away to Ross Holden. That ball almost made its way to Junior Rosero, but a better ball was warranted. Champanelli. This is Daya. Sanusi trying to play it onto Adeyokun. Not able to get to that one. Cunningham responds right on time. Byron. Over to Ikram Husanov. And now they're looking for Sanusi making the run down the right wing. One-on-one with Joel Cunningham, putting the pressure on him, backing him into a corner. And it lands for Dia, who keeps it alive for International. Champanelli putting a cross into the box, but just a bit too hard there. Lands right into the hands of goalkeeper Hurtado. And it's exactly the start you were looking for if you are rooting here for Leros, as they score within the first 2 minutes of the match. and have International, early on at least, backed up against the wall. And some miscues early on has Leros in command and ahead. Benji back into the middle. Good touch there by the midfielder, and he persists. That is Argudo looking to send down Junior Rosero with a beautiful ball. Rosero looking to chip on the keeper, and it gets through for the second goal of the match. Rosero makes it 2. Pitch perfect pass from Argudo, gets through, and Junior Rosero puts the finishing touches to give Leros a 2-0 lead in the first half. What a start to the match Leros is off to. 2 goals on yesterday, league leaders. For now, second place to Hoboken after their victory today. And they are just playing some confident football on the pitch right now. Not much is needed to be said about that Argudo cross. And you got just what you needed from your number 9, Rosero, to put that back into the net. Leros trying to start their offense up once again. Argudo goes down after that tackle. And a call is made there by the referee. It might have touched him there. So now they resume. And International has a hill to climb. And now they give it away once again. Rosero plays on to, I believe that is Sanusi. There's a red one, Olawin. The 7 for International. May have misspoken earlier. Sanusi is on Leros, and he was the player in action in that play. Right now they have a throw-in to work with and a 2-0 lead over International. International get this ball and have some room to work with. Olawin pushing up the pitch with plenty of speed and looking for support. Adeyokun's in the box, but here comes the defense of Leros to put pressure on the forward. That is Benji Jones recovering. Over to Byron Dia, and they go all the way back to Ensa Sane. Olawin looking for the back pass. Leros defense responds well to force another throw-in coming International's way. Champanelli keeping alive for International. Defense responds, and they're doing just what they have to do on defense to get rid of the danger early on in this match. And that ball is lifted for Olawin, and Olawin almost gets there. A bit of confusion there where the ball was placed. Dia puts the ball into the box. Now Leros has something to work with here, and it'll result in the first corner of the match. It goes International's way. Height is about even between these two. We see already some formation being worked with for International. Here comes the cross. Hurtado to it first. Has to just lift it above the crossbar to first another corner for International. Another cross, take two, and it goes above everybody, trying to keep it in play, but unsuccessful in doing so. It'll result in a Leros goal kick. And they play on now with Benji Jones. Rosero is in a backed up position trying to send support for the defense's way, and they give it away now with Olowin on the ball. Takes a long shot, desperate shot really, way off target. It'll be a goal kick for Luis Hurtado once again. And they look to reorganize themselves to get things back in order with the 2-0 lead over International. Benji lifting it up for the run being made by the forward. In that case was Tony Gomez, but International responds well, and it goes all the way back to keeper Gilden off his line currently. Now he hands it off to captain Hugo Howard. Nice flick on there for Olowin, but Cunningham responds well. Gets to the ball first and now plays it back to his keeper. Adeyokun looking to press on the keeper. And he gets rid of it. Does what he has to kick it out of bounds, and International will get the ball right back. It is now Rosero's brace, which has Leros on top over International by a score of 2-0. Adeyokun intercepted by Leros. And now they have numbers on offense on this counterattack, and just too much of a heavy touch there gives it right back. I believe that was Gio Morales who loses it in that instance. I'm not sure what the intention was there, whether it was a shot or a cross, but it was off target regardless, and Hurtado will make a walk to get the ball back for another goal kick for Leros to work with. Remind you of some games heading your way on Game and Frame. Hoboken FC 1912, currently in first place with the result of today's game, faces Greek Americans at 4 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Also in that conference, this International squad faces Pancyprian Freedoms at 4 p.m. All of which you can find on your Game and Frame broadcast, now easily digestible on YouTube. Cunningham sees a run being made by Sangari, but is not able to get it to him as International gets to that ball first. And Holden plays it back to his teammate on defense. That is number 15, Ensa Sane. Here is Howard, second time around to Oscar Champanelli. Ikram over to Dia. Leros making it impossible for International to find open breathing room. Ikram recovers. We are now 20 minutes into the match with a 2-goal lead for Leros. And an important match early on in the season. Could see them lifted up to third place in the table. International play on, and there's a ball put into the box. Adeoku was leaping in the air to get to that, and a slip by Dia. Gets the ball back for Leros, and it's just launched up the field, hoping that Bradley or Tony Gomez, hard to see from my angle, to get to that ball. Howard holds it at his feet. And now a run being made by Adeoku, may be onside. If he gets there, flag stays down. Adeoku one-on-one with the defender. Breaks outside. Malloy takes a shot and it gets deflected by defense. And now Bradley Nestor controls it and sends it over to Argudo with a beautiful assist for the first goal of the match. I believe that was the second goal, actually. Tony not able to find Morales, making the run down the left wing. But this team is in a very good position, with over 20 minutes down in the first half. The last match resulted in a scoreless draw. They've improved much since then, and it's evident in how confident they're playing on the ball, making runs and making the passes that are needed. That was a mishit, rare mishit in this match for Leros. And there's a signal there by the referee. Looks like we're gonna have a sub for International take place. It is Oscar Champanelli that is walking towards the touchline. We'll be able to let you know who will replace him soon. But clearly, International coach seeing that an improvement needs to be made somewhere. Number 13, Ryan Chuang, takes over at right back. Ridwan Olawin pushing forward. Morales coming back to support on defense. The ball's lifted in the air. No one's able to put a touch on it. It's kept in play by the black and gold. Holden over to Ikram Husanov. Read well by the defense once again, as they've done so often in this first half. Here comes Byron Dia. There was an attempt to put the ball in play, but it'll result in a corner, third corner of the game for International. See what formation they come up with this time around. Once again, jumbo formation in front of Hurtado, making it impossible for him to get to it. But nonetheless, powerful hands. Catches that ball. And he's looking for targets to send it to. Morales is the man up top. Good jump by Sanet to get to that first. Here is Byron. And not able to reach Joshua. So far, Leros has done well to nullify the star forward from this team. He's on a hot start for the season, but so far has been held to very little touches in this first half. Ikram now. This is Byron. And Benji gets in the way of that to play on Luis Hurtado, who will take his time with this. International so far look like they don't know what's hit them. As mentioned earlier, we'll tell you right now as Morales is trying to get to that, but Gilden gets off his line right on time to intercept that ball. Ikram playing that CDM role well up to this point. Clever flick on there for Morales, and it gets to Morales. He could be on, and a clutch slide tackle forces a corner instead. Morales would have been through on goal if it wasn't for that crucial intervention. It would have been a 3-0 deficit. Instead, Leros get a corner to work with here. In comes the cross. Gilden shouted for it but wasn't able to grab it. Instead, punches it out for Holden, looking for Adeyokun up the pitch. And as mentioned, they have made Adeyokun have very little contact on the ball up to this point. What I was going to say earlier, International has scored 3 goals in 3 straight games to start the season. So it's going to be hard to keep them at 0. Leros must continue doing what they've done, which is control possession and give clinical passes when needed. Comes Leros attacking through the midfield once again. Sanusi with a nice move to get past Holden. Runs are being made on the edge of the box. Here comes a ball, and it's almost 3, but it's an offside flag regardless. Gilden got the ball straight at his chest, but play wouldn't have counted anyway. Chuang tries to keep it in bounds, but it'll be an International, Leros throw-in. Those passes into the box are pitch perfect. Playground stuff, really. Benji lifts it up, and it'll land in the hands of Gilden. There's been very little shots on goal up to this point for the black and gold. Some time left in this first half to make a difference. We've already seen our first sub of the game. That was Ryan Chuang. Adeyokun keeps that ball in play for his winger. And ball's put into the box, and oh my goodness, Olawin will want that back. Wow, all he needed to do was put it in the direction of the goal, but not sure if the angle made it difficult or he didn't expect to get to him, but nonetheless, it'll be a goal kick. That could have been the opening goal for International. You can sense a sigh of relief from Hurtado that didn't get past him. Clean sheet hopes are still alive for Leros. Poor giveaway there by Rosero, who has the 2 goals that currently is giving Leros a 2-goal lead. Sané, very comfortable on the ball up to this point, and under pressure at times. They switch it over to Ryan. Olawin. Dia. Adeyokun. And just lifts it into the box, but easy to handle for Hurtado. Hurtado gives it back to International. Malloy lifting it up, but sending it out of bounds. This Leros team, I was going to say their defense, but overall it's their offense, midfield, and team all playing as unison. And that time they gave it away, and it's Adeyokun on the ball again. Dia misses the run by Adeyokun. You hear him yell to show his discontent. Holden putting a ball into the box. Cunningham to it first for Leros. Hurtado sends it up the field. Leros player goes down. It'll be a free kick, middle of the field for the team currently with the 2-goal lead. With the win, Leros would jump over Greek Americans, who have 2 games under their belt, and lands on Yonkers for 3rd place. Leo Fola sending it up the pitch. International get the ball back. Chuang has time and space as he makes his way up the pitch. And now goes back to Hugo Howard, captaining this international squad. Ikram sending a ball over to Olawin. It bounces away from him. Adeyokun calling for it inside the box. Chuang coming to lend a helping hand, and that is not what you were looking for from Olawin. Looked like he was potentially caught between a cross and a shot, and ended up way off target. Olawin's speed has put him in some dangerous areas of the pitch, but the finishing and passing is what's been lacking up to this point. Nestor trying to find either Morales or Rosero instead. International is back up and running. Holden waiting for the ball, drops it with his chest, send it to Ikram. Ikram puts a cross across the field over to Olawin. Olawin gets past his defender once again using that speed, and a crucial intervention there from the defense gets right in the way of what was going to be a shot. And here's Holden. If I'm not mistaken, that is Yusuf Afif on the left wing. And Hurtado will keep that in play to milk some more time off the clock as Leros continue to hold on to their 2-0 lead. Morales not able to contain that ball. Olawin comes back to recover. That ball was targeting Adeyokun, but they have just not been able to find the forward in this first half. Gomez loses it right back to Howard, showing a bit of intensity and urgency to try to get a goal back before halftime. Now Adeyokun plays it on to Afif. Afif, still Afif, takes a shot, and it'll result in another corner for International. It is a perfect night of football here on Long Island, Central Islip. Very little wind, and it's not too warm. Perfect conditions for APSL action on Game and Frame. And here comes another corner for International. Into the box it goes, and it bounces off of somebody there. But I'm not sure if it's a foul called by the main official that nullifies that goal. A call that does not go International's way. This game will continue at 2-0. Back line of Leros communicating what went wrong in that play. Probably also thanking the soccer gods for that call by the main official, which of course International wasn't too happy about. Benji Jones gets it back. Very confident in their own zone here. They find Tony Gomez up the pitch. He goes down, no foul called. Ikram. Over to Dia. Ross Holden now over to Youssef Afif. Husanov crossed into the box or shot, whatever it was, went right into the hands of Hurtado. Cunningham is surveying the field, finds Rosero, and Rosero looking to send the ball over to Jones or Morales. Chuang keeps it in play. Morales is on his heels, and Gilden just sends it away, but Leros recovers. Cunningham under pressure by the Yokun. Benji gives it back to International. Dia. Malloy cleverly lets it go by as Ross Holden is there. And now Afif is making a run down the left wing. Support is coming from Nestor. Still Malloy on the ball, puts it across the box. And no one's there to put it into the net. It'll result in another goal kick Leros' way. So far, International getting in dangerous areas of the pitch, but not being able to find the execution to put them on the goals tally. Howard switching it over to the wide open Holden. That seems to be the game plan that's worked for them up to this point. Afif is now dribbling inside over to Malloy. Husanov, another cross looking for the Yokun. This could find him, and the flag is raised for an offside. Wouldn't have counted, but Ikram's balls are ones who are putting International in the best position up to this point. The Yokun was able to drop it down, but it was in an offside position. That goes off of International. Will remain Leros' ball as we have 5 minutes left of regular time. Still Leros defending the 2-goal lead that they had within the first 20 minutes of the match. There's a man who's caused those 2 goals, Junior Rosero, swarmed by black jerseys and not able to connect here with his teammate, gives it back to International. Dropped well by Argudo. And Chuang, unfortunately, has the ball go off his feet. A little bit of patience is warranted here for Leros as they have a 2-goal cushion to work with as we near the halftime break. Chuang kicks it out of play, and they'll do it again. That was Nestor looking for it in the box. Actually, that is Sanusi. Olowin looking to send it to Afif, but it'll only bounce to Hurtado. And he plays on quick to his captain. Continue pushing forward. And now he almost gets it back. Andrea was making a good run up the pitch, but weren't able to find him. Holding over to Malloy. Adeyokun trying to put some speed and get to that ball. He will get there, but he needs support. And there he finds it in Dia. It gets to Dia, but he's forced to retreat. Afif. Claims of a handball, and they get just what they were asking for. It is a handball and a penalty headed International's way, with the chance to get themselves back into this match. As far as I can see, it'll only be a penalty kick, no yellow card. But International are in position to get back into this game before the break. It won't be Adeyokun who scored 6 goals heading into this match. But it is do or die from the penalty spot for International. They go, they strike, and they score straight down the middle to get back into this match. It is Youssef Afif who makes it 2-1. Number 99 from the spot, clinical and precise to get International within 1. For Leros, you can't be too content with giving a goal before the break, just minutes away from the whistle, but you still have a goal advantage, and now it's your job to defend that lead. International, we knew, was not going down without a fight. And now Bradley Nestor making the run, trying to keep it in play. Won't be able to do so as International get the ball from a throw-in. That was going nowhere there for International. They're able to keep it in play with Sané, who cleverly sends it all the way on the opposing end of the pitch over to Ryan Chuang, who has a lot of space to work with. He's already made his way up to the opponent's half, but not much else he can do, and he gives it away because Olowin was tracking back from an offside position. For Leros, they'll like to go into the break with a lead. And they're minutes away from doing so. Nice flick on by Morales, and now it finds Rosero on a hat trick now. 1-1 to keeper, and Gilden is able to respond just in time on the edge of his box to prevent it from happening. Just a fraction too much for Rosero. Adeyokun is on this ball, and It looked like he may have rushed that shot just a tad. But nonetheless, 45 minutes are down in the first half. We are now into stoppage time. It's Leros leading by 2-1. A brace from Rosero and a goal from Afif from the penalty spot have scored our goals in the first half. And there is the halftime whistle that sends us into the break. It is Leros leading by 2-1 over International FC. We'll be able to bring you back for the second 45 minutes in just a couple of minutes. So stick around on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
We are back on Game and Frame. My name is Francis Argueta, coming to you from the centralized Sousa Sports Complex, bringing you Leros FC versus New York International FC. It is Leros defending a 2-1 lead. International was able to respond a couple minutes before the break from the penalty spot. It was Afif who rescued the goal in the first half for International, and Junior Rosero with the brace has Leros on top. Adeokun gets us started for the second half. Rosero's goal came 2 minutes into the match. Let's see if we can get it bested here in the second 45 minutes. Leros in their gray and blue, while International playing in black and gold. Chuang kicks that out of bounds. The first half sub who came on for Oscar Champanelli. Not sure if that was a bad throw-in or it was a miscue, but International get the ball from a throw-in position. And here they go, Adeokun asking for it. Now he gets it. On the edge of the box, he put a cross across the box for Afif, but not on target. Instead, it'll result in a goal kick for Luis Hurtado to take care of. Cunningham. Backline of Leros was doing well in the match. An unfortunate handball provided the penalty kick for International. This is Gio Morales. They give it away once again. This is Dia on the ball. Adeokun flicks it on for, I think that's Sean Malloy. Leros was able to respond just in time. International are up and running early on the second half. Afif. That was Ikram over to Afif. Now it's Ross Holden with Dia. Chuang looking to put a good ball into the box. Is lifted up in Adeokun's direction, but Hurtado leaps and gets to that ball first to hold it for Leros. Rosero battling one-on-one with the Sané. Rosero comes out on top. He looks to play on. That was Nestor, and it's given back to International. Captain Hugo Howard on the ball now, targeting Chuang, finds Chuang, and it'll result out of bounds for a Leros throw-in. As far as I can see, we have the same 11 on each side that we started this match with, outside of Champanelli's substitution for Ryan Chuang. Oscar had gone down with an injury. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with that or if it was a tactical decision, but Chuang has taken his place since then. Rosario goes down, and a foul is called after that tussling that was going on in the middle of the pitch. Rosero, I should say. The forward always making it difficult on the back line of any team he opposes. He now has the lead for goals for Leros. Make that 2 goals on the season for Rosero with that brace today. It was Leros who got off to a hot start in this match. International has gotten up and running. I feel like they've had new life since that goal brought them back into this match. Goal kick, targeting Rosero, and it almost gets to him. Judea Gilden made sure that ball didn't bounce out from his grasp. And Ryan Chuang gets things going down the right side once again, but Olawin isn't able to keep that in play. Gilden. Leros will get the ball back, as it's been more of an even playing field this second half than it was for the opening minutes of this match. Chuang being swarmed there by Leros jerseys, gives it away, and they almost got a break there, but it was too hard of a touch. And now Afif will use his speed to try to get to that possession. Instead, Sanusi uses his to get there before him. And now they're running once again with Argudo, who had that brilliant assist for Rosero's second goal. International get to that throw in first. Howard seeing the run by Afif, but they weren't on the same timing. Hurtado taking his time to get things going once again. International looking to get back into first place after Hoboken FC's win earlier today, but this loss will have them outside of first. And Leros would be lifted up to third. Rosero drops that down in an onside position. Now Sangari Holden weighing his options and chooses to go with the Afif, and now it bounces for Adeyokun, keeps it in play for Malloy. And a nice ball there, just finds Adeyokun's run, and Adeyokun has some opening here, and a brilliant slide tackle, right on time, right when they needed it the most. Forces the throw in for International. That is the man that you would need to target if you are the black and gold. They were having difficulty doing so in the first half. Almost had a break in the action there. 6 goals on the season in 3 games for Adeyokun. Held scoreless for the first 53 minutes of this match. Holden, powerful foot there, puts a cross into the box, and there's a header! And it bounces just off target. But it is more of what International were looking for to get themselves leveled. In this match, they were trailing 2-0. There's a ball looking for Nestor. There was almost with a breakaway. Instead, International get it back. International off to a much better second half than the way they started this game. And now they get it back again with Olawin, and now it's Adeyokun on the edge of the box. He goes inside, puts a cross into the box. Malloy takes too heavy of a touch and is not able to keep it in play. It'll result in a goal kick. They are getting Yokun more involved and the offense more involved overall in hopes of tying this game. Howard looking to send it to Chuang, but don't connect on that play. Leros will get it back. Here comes the throw in. It lances for Rosero. Rosero megs his opponent, but Ikram recovers for International. They're up and going once again with Yusuf Afif, goal scorer of the match for International. Takes a long distance shot. Deflects off the defender. And they keep it in play for Chuang. Chuang with the ball into the box. Ooh, and that's an unfortunate bounce by Yusuf Afif with the shot on target, but Hurtado responds with the save. And Yusuf will cross it into the box again, looking for the run of Olawin. Defender goes down, and it'll result in a corner. International are knocking on the door of the second goal to tie things up. That ball had landed for Afif where no one else could get it. But it was right at the keeper, who stood strong. And they get a corner. Here it goes. And not the execution warranted there. It'll result in a goal kick. Goal was nullified in the first half off of a corner. Would have had things leveled back at this point. It was for International, but a foul against made that goal disappear, and Leros continued to play from a 2-1 lead. Argudo does well to get around 3 defenders, and now looks to put on a pass. Almost connected there with his teammate. And now it's holding. Sangori. Foul is called there on Malloy. I believe some subs have taken place. Chad Mark, I see, with the number 8 on the pitch for Leros. Howard recovers for International. Once again, they have numbers. Into the box it goes. Afif was waiting for it, and it goes past to the other side for a Leros throw-in. Handball claims from Leros, not answered to by the referee. Hugo Howard instead plays on to Olawin. Defended well by Leros. Mark making an impression already into this match. Ball is sent to Rosero. Rosero may get to that. Flag stays down. Rosero, and a clutch tackle by Sané forces a corner instead for Leros. Rosero is knocking on the door himself of a hat trick. Plays it on quickly to Gio Morales, and now puts the ball into the box. Yokun, middle of the field. He plays it on for Afif, and Afif is able to get to that ball. and there may have been an injury on that play for Leros, but play resumes here with Mark. Olawin trying to make something work, unsuccessful in doing so. It'll result in just a goal kick heading for Luis Hurtado. Remind you, today's Game in Frame broadcast is brought to you by Petrobax, your gateway to Spain and Portugal. From unforgettable vacations to exclusive soccer group trips, Petrobax gets you closer to the action, the culture, and the biggest teams on the Iberian Peninsula. Visit Petrobax.com and start planning your dream trip today. Substitution taking place for Leros. Number 18, Sebas Goicochea, comes on the pitch to play midfield. Sangari, one-on-one with the Afif, gets the throw-in off of that possession. Sangari is doing well, taking on the challenge from Afif. And this is now Mark playing on to Joel Cunningham. Intercepted there by Chuang. Pull back and play resumes here. Rosero making a run. Sané having a brilliant defensive performance in this match. Fortunately there, wasn't able to connect with Holden. Gives it back to Leros. That ball was targeting Bradley Nestor, instead gets intercepted by the black and gold. They recover possession here with Jadea Gilden. Malloy. Adeyokun was asking for it, and Adeyokun may get there. Hurtado gets to it first, though, just on the edge of his box. When Adeyokun wants the ball, you can hear it through the screen. He makes it adamantly clear when he thinks he's on. So far, his judgment has been right, but weren't able to find him on that occasion. Sangari pushing up the field instead. Sebas plays on to Rosero. Backtracking now, Rosero looking for the back pass. Not on target there, but this throw-in is on target from the goalkeeper, looking for Afif. Chad Mark on the ball to Luis Argudo. Cunningham urging his teammates to take care of possession. Here is Leo Fola, who takes over the captain's armband for Leros. They look to attack once again down the left wing. Sangari down the right. Sebas asking for it, and he gets it. A run being made by Rosero once again. It finds him on the right side of the box, and the ball is into the box. Will force another corner kick coming for Leros. Rosero playing his role well, both in scoring and putting the ball in dangerous areas of the pitch. He gets a set piece to work with out of that possession. Sebas takes over corner kick duties. He'll put this in play now. And it goes into the box. Internationals to it first. Malloy trying to play it outside his half. Ikram sends the ball up. It's a one-on-one between Adeyokun and Joel Cunningham. Adeyokun's able to get past Cunningham. We'll see what else he could come up with. Actually, that is Sanusi Sangari. My apologies. And now there's a shot that is blocked there by the defense. Good 1-2 passing here from the side. And International recover the possession. Sangari is playing that defensive position brilliantly so far in this match. Been able to lock in with the Fif, and in that occasion against Adeyokun, International get the call they were looking for and will have a free kick. Husanov and Holden will be behind the ball. Husanov backing up now. Holden will be responsible for putting this ball into the box. There's a whistle. And here's a cross. There's a header. Leros go at first, and then off the rebound. International get a shot off, but it's off target. Will be nothing more than a goal kick as we have another sub taking place for International. Big decision being made here as Adeyokun is the player that comes off. His goal streak comes to an end as it was 6 in 3 games, none today. And he comes off as a sub. Sangari has eyes behind his head. Heard the footsteps. And Alexandru Teodorescu gets a shot. Just fresh off coming on the game for Adeyokun. He gets a shot on target. But Hurtado makes a comfortable save there to keep things at 2-1 for Leros. Stay tuned to your Game and Frame broadcast October 5th as we have 2 more games headed your way. Hoboken FC, currently in first place, will take on New York Greek Americans. Also, New York International, the black and gold you see on your screen, will be facing Penn Cyprian Freedoms. Both at 4 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Ball is lifted into the box. Leros asking for a corner. International asking for a goal kick, and they get the call in their favor. International looking to keep their unbeaten streak alive. I should say winning streak. They've won all 3 other games. Leros has an unbeaten streak of their own with 2 draws. Sanusi is asking for it, and he gets it from Hurtado. Holden coming to put pressure on him. No goals in the second half. We still have the same scoreline as the first. As it'll be Junior Rosero who comes off, and Mason Chetty takes over in his place. Rosero will end the match with his brace, currently having Leros on top. Bradley does well to win the ball, and now almost able to get it through. I believe that was number 14, Kriston Julian, who's a second half sub, almost gets to that ball. Instead, International playing on with Chuang. This is Sané. Sliding challenge by Sangari, perfectly timed. Sangari is having himself quite a performance on this pitch. He has taken over defensive duties and has responded to the call. We'll have a break in action as we have an injury. Players still down on the pitch for International. International asking for an explanation of why there was a no call in the earlier sliding challenge. And since Sané was the player who was down on the pitch, number 15. International seemed to think that was a studs up challenge from Sangari, but it was a no call. Here they go again with Ryan. Mark has done well since getting involved as a second half sub. Chetty gets the ball up the field. Now he'll use that speed trying to get possession right back. And he has it at his feet. A run is being made inside the box. Chetty puts it in the box, and it here lands for Leros. And a sliding challenge prevents the goal from going through. And Chetty, second time around, is off target. Sebas was looking to make it a 2-goal deficit for International once again. Wasn't to be, as it's just the 1 goal that International needs to tie things up. That is a gift that goes Leros' way. This is a big match early on in the season. 2 undefeated streaks. 1 may come to an end. Leros may have their second win on the season. Foul is called there. And the ball was later kicked away, but no yellow card shown by the referee. Relatively clean match up to this point. No bookings for either squad. Captain Howard lifts it up the pitch. This is Youssef Afif, scorer of the lone International goal from the penalty spot minutes before the halftime whistle. Here's Sebas Goicoechea. Chetty making a run. Chetty trying to get past Sané, but once again Sané answers the call as he's done so often in this match. And the ball is lifted up the field. It gets to Olowin. But the defense is able to respond to get it back for Leros. And now they're just trying to get it outside of their zone. And trying to find Julian there. Choang recovers just in time to get it back for the black and gold as they have less than 20 minutes to rescue a point from this match. Sebas playing the right wing role here, one-on-one with Holden. Afif coming in support. It goes over to Chad. Not able to connect with his teammate. Run is being made by Alexandru. Chetty wins it fair and square for Leros. He has numbers, he has an option, and he is offside. Julian not able to time his run in that occasion. We'll give International a free kick here from their own half. This game has been very much even in the second half around. Leros was playing like the better squad, I'd say, for about 35 minutes or so in the first half. Since International found that opening on the penalty spot, they've responded well. Sean Malloy looks to be the player coming off for International. The sub takes the field. And off we go. Sebas trying to pass it on to Mark. Number 17. Looks like number 17 came on for Sean Malloy. Afif. Teodorescu goes down just in the edge of the box. And this is a very dangerous position to give up a free kick. We'll see what International can come up with from this set piece position. And who will be the one to take this likely shot on goal. Well, it was the same two from earlier. This time Ikram looks to be the one to be taking this free kick. Hurtado will set up his wall. It looks like it'll be consisting of 4. There goes the whistle. Ikram takes it straight on, and it is a diving stop by Hurtado, which prevents that from going over the line. Teodorescu keeps it in play. Ikram, second time into the box. Rebound goes, and Dia strikes it, but goes right into the hands of Hurtado. Much was demanded of the keeper, and he responded with 2 saves to keep this lead alive for Leros. And he sends it right on cue to Sebas. But International get the ball back. Holding, lifting it up for Alexandru. And it lands for Alexandru. 17 switches it over to, I believe that is Olowin. And now it is Dia. Dia puts it into the box. There's a header. And defense. 2 at first for Leros. Chad not able to keep it. Bradley Lester gives it back to International. There's Afif, 1-on-1 with Sangari. We've seen that time and time again this game. And a slip from both. And now Sebas gives it back. Cunningham with the header. And Chetty, with tons of jerseys around him, plays it back to Julian. Bradley, lovely footwork there. I believe that will be the first yellow card of the match. And it is to Ikram Husanov, who made a business decision there to hold back Bradley Nestor. If I'm not mistaken, a sub has taken place for International. We will let you know when that takes place. And a man is down on the left side of the pitch, which will likely require attention. I think that is Sanusi Sangari, who has been all over the place in right back. Started as right mid, and maybe a bit of exhaustion here. In my opinion, after Rosero, he may be the MVP for this Leros squad, and he'll require attention. Sanusi Sangari back to his feet. Looks like he'll be able to resume play in this match. The one sub that took place for international, number 17, we weren't provided a name for when collecting the roster, so we'll refer to him by his number for the duration of this match. Sangari will required to exit the pitch until he's cleared back in. And he'll wait for the cue from the referee. Here it comes, and he makes his way back onto the field. Chetty looking to get the ball back there. International will recover. No goals in the second half. We have the same score line as the first. 2-1. 2 goals for Leros coming from Junior Rosero and Afif Youssef. Penalty has brought International back into this match. They give it away here. Sebas Goicochea over to Sangari. Into the box it goes to Chetty. Back to Sangari for take 2. Howard to it first. And this is Dion now. Looking to play counter-attack offense here. The sub that took place for International earlier gets the ball now. Ooh, and I'm not sure if he made contact with the ball, but linesman seems to think he did. It'll be a throw-in for International. Defender recovers in time to force that into the hands of Hurtado. We have less than 10 minutes to go, 8 to be exact, of regular time for either Leros to hold on to this victory, very important victory, or International to rescue at the very least a point. That sub from earlier was Johannes Douglas, number 22, playing the right wing position. Chuang looking to put it into the box. 17 is to it first. Holden. Looking for Dia. 17. Takes a shot, and it is skyrocketed over the post. Hurtado will take his time with this goal kick as they have a 1-goal lead to protect for the next 7 minutes. Cunningham lifts that ball away from his end into the other end. Chetty battling for that ball and may land for him. He's now taking on the defense, and it was a one-man wrecking crew, but he was outnumbered. Afif. Back pass was a bit too strong there. It allows Hurtado to take this kick and just kick it anywhere to get it out of harm's way. It'll go out of bounds. Ross Holden getting calls from all over the pitch to get it, but that was not on target. Intercepted there. Bradley goes down and free kick against. Ikram, who was on a yellow, commits that infraction. Leros' signings have played off into their hands up to this point. Luis Argulo with that first half assist, the former MLS player, and Penn Cyprians. That second goal is currently the difference in this match. And also an acquisition, Junior Rosero is the player who scored both for Leros. Another player is down. I believe that is Sané for International, who's put on a good shift here for the squad and will be forced off due to injury as he won't be able to continue. Argulo now has a goal and assist to his name on the season. It looks like Sané will be forced to continue for some reason. Not sure if the player was unprepared or they just weren't ready to make the sub, but he remains on the pitch. Will be a notable target. He was asking for the sub. Chetty not able to control that first time around. And it goes over to Byron Dia. Ref says play on. Sangari looking to do what he can to get in the way of Youssef. Youssef able to get the ball back for International. 4 minutes to go of the 90. Howard now over to Ryan Chuang. Sané over to Howard. I don't think that sub will take place anymore as no one's at the middle of the field. Instead, there's an offside flag raised there against International. Once again, Hurtado will take his time with this free kick. If the result holds, Leros will move up to third place. 2 goals and two wins, I should say, and 2 draws on the season. And that bounces Leros' way, but not able to keep it in play. Sané looked like his day was over earlier. Now, with tons of energy pushing up the field, now going back into his original position. Youssef, over to Ikram, now to Dia. International working on a build-up play here. Alexander get the ball. Over to Johans again. Johans is fouled. And it is kicked out of play. International continues to ask for the yellow for kicking the ball out of play after the whistle, but ref is giving the players the benefit of the doubt. Just the 1 yellow card in this match for Ikram Husanov. Sebas takes on Holden. Alexander. Chetty goes back to help on defense, gets it back. And now Julian looking to make a run for Leros. Instead, here's Gilden with Ikram. A run is being teased by Youssef Afif, but the pass is just too hard. And it'll go out of play. We have 40 seconds left of the 90 for something to happen. 10 seconds of the 90 remaining. No signal from the referee as to how much time will be added into this match. It remains Leros' ball. Sebas continues to hold possession for Leros. Time continues to tick off the clock. Ball goes over in Chetty's direction, but he's not able to keep it in play. It's do or die time for International as they look to turn things around and rescue a point to battle for first place. Here is Johans Alexander. Tackle was timed well there, but here comes International. And Leros able to recover in the nick of time to get possession back. There are no options up the field for that pass to go to as everybody is playing their part in defending. Play on signal by the referee, and the player down on the pitch may be injured. Chetty is now on the counterattack, one-man army. He continues to push forward. That ball bounces in his direction. He's getting help coming down the field. But that tackle was timed to perfection to stop the breakaway. Now it's the rescue. And miscue there from International. Might be one of the last chances of the match for them. Way up in the air. And it bounces for Youssef. Here's Chetty. Not able to put a good touch on that ball. Chuang recovers for International. Now it's Howard. Holden. Youssef. Husanov looking to switch it over to Chuang. Chuang will put a ball into the box. Here it comes. Lifting it to the air and off target. That could have been the goal that tied things up, but it wasn't to be. It dribbles past the post. And that was the one, ladies and gentlemen. A sigh of relief from Leros and a gasp from the International bench, as that would have rescued a point. Instead, Hurtado being urged to play this ball on by the referee. That is a shot that you'll be thinking late at night of what could have been. And a foul is now called in favor of International. Everybody is being urged forward for International to see what they can come up with here. This might be the last chance of the match. Ross Holden signaling everybody on. There's the whistle from the referee. It comes into the box. Leaping headers all around. And there is the final whistle of the match. It ends with a 2-1 victory for Leros. Junior Rosero brace is the difference between victory and defeat. International get their first loss of the season. And Leros' undefeated streak continues with 2 wins and 2 draws. Stick around for interviews coming your way in a couple of minutes.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, For 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Game and frame with Junior Rosero of Leros SC, who comes out with the W today against International FC by a score of 2-1. Rosero's brace was the difference. Junior, what were you feeling out there today, and what was working for your team to get off to that 2-0 lead at one point?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was 2 quick strikes, 2 goals in 11 minutes. So, I mean, you can say we caught them sleeping. To be fair, it wasn't a pretty game, but like Coach said, it says a lot when you're not playing your best game, but you can fight out the win. So it was good.
And what was the message before the match against an undefeated up to this point International? They had 3 wins in 3 games. Their man up top, Yokun, 6 goals on the season. Today was held scoreless. What was the difference today?
I mean, listen, they're the team that's scoring a lot of goals, but at the same time, we got to worry about ourselves and we got to play our game. So that was one of the big things that Coach Rojas just told us, that we have to play the way we know how to play. We try to do that. At times you saw some instances, but it can't always be pretty.
And Coach, you guys held on to that lead. The second half was much tighter than what it was in the first half, in the first couple of minutes. How did your team get it done by not allowing a goal in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, the second half we kind of didn't want to be pinned back in our own half as much as we would have wanted. But, the game, that's what it demanded, and the boys had to work really hard off the ball. They had players that were a threat behind. They would attack space well. And we tried our best to make sure we defended the box really well, and then the boys did that to grind out that win. And like I said before, there's value of not playing your best and still grinding out 3 points. So we just move on and continue.
Lastly, you guys had a couple of good big signings this offseason. The man right here is one of them, and you had Argudo with the assist for that second goal. What are you seeing out of your signings so far in the early part of the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a brand new roster practically. A lot of new players. They're still building relationships with each other. Some have played with each other before. Some are new. So it's going to take time. It's going to take time, especially for a group that doesn't train. It's game by game. They start building those relationships and that chemistry. So we just got to be patient. But we know we have the individual quality to compete with everyone in the league. So we're just going to have to continue to work.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Leros continued their undefeated streak alive with 2 wins and 2 draws in the season. They move up to 3rd place after today's win. For Game and Frame, my name is Francis Orgueta. Until next time.